Hey guys, it's Kim here and welcome to my latest vlog. You guys seem to like these, so I'll carry on doing them. Although I think probably once a month or maybe twice a month if you're extra lucky is enough for me. So a lot has happened since I last spoke to you. First up, we had that amazing thief shoot on my channel that went out Friday, Saturday. Wow, okay, so that took a lot of work, but it was so much fun. And of course, working with James Kingston, who was my parkour buddy, was an amazing experience. So one thing that's amazed me is how many people in the comments seem to think I actually did the parkour, which is insane, because considering I can't even reach the top shelf in my kitchen, there's no way I can climb a building without ladders and maybe falling off a bit. So I'm very flattered you thought it was me, although I'm not quite sure how you didn't spot that there were massive man hands in the parkour shots. Also, I'll let you in on a little secret. The costume that both James and myself wore was actually the same outfit. So it was made for James, and it was made by Square Enix with a company called Erdust Swan, who are these very talented cosplay ladies who are really good with leatherwork. And they've done a couple of costumes for things like Star Trek and a George Clooney film, things like that. But yeah, Square Enix worked with them to create the Garrett costume, and they did an amazing job. Like, it looks absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, so it was made to fit James, who's something like 6'3". So as you can see, when I put it on, I look more like an extra from The Hobbit. So James looks absolutely cool in it. Yeah, Hobbit, which was a little bit unfair, and also I had to wear it after him, so it was a little bit sweaty and gross, which James found absolutely hilarious. Thanks, James. If you notice, there is one bit that I did. If you've seen the behind the scenes video, you'll know which bit that is, but I think you can guess which one, because the height of the camera moves from sort of normal height to all the way down here, and also the gloves in the shot go from looking really cool to barely fitting and taking over like half of my fingers. So yeah, very flattered you guys think that I can do parkour, but sadly I cannot. The most I can do is jump over Duncan, which, to be honest, is no mean feat. A lot of people as well seem to think that we gave away the location of Yog Towers with some of the exterior parkour shots. I can tell you now that yes, of course we thought of this when doing the shoots. So James actually filmed the exterior parkour stuff in a combination of London and Cambridge, and of course we are nowhere near London or Cambridge, so don't go analysing every single shot, because you're going to be no wiser as to the location of Yog Towers than you were before. The other thing as well was that a lot of people were asking about the bow. Again, the bow was also made by Square Enix. It was commissioned by them to some very talented weapons makers. I think it's cost them something ridiculous, like $10,000 to make or something like that. Now, because the bow in the game Thief, it flicks out, it meant that the structure of the bow wasn't strong enough to actually put a proper taut wire on it to fire it. So if you were to fire it, it would probably shatter or not work very well, because the bow itself, to fit in with the game design, doesn't work like a proper bow. So yeah, another spoiler for you there, which is a shame because it looked absolutely cool, and it was really heavy. Very, very heavy. I think that one was made out of titanium, I believe they said. They had a couple of other bows mocked up as well, made out of different things, but the one we used in the shoot was made just out of titanium. So very cool. Big thank you to Square Enix for providing us with the props, with the costume, and of course to James for helping make everything look awesome, where the rest of the Yogscast and I just fumbled about a bit. Moving on from that, I've been so busy in February and March, so I've done a couple of interviews outside of Yogscast. So first up is in FHM. It's not what you think. It's an article with some other people. So if you watch my last vlog, I mentioned that I did an interview with the likes of Tom Scar, Jack Howard, and also with Tanya Burr, who's a very talented makeup lady, and she's just launched her own makeup range. wow, and the two guys from Copa91, so that's a football channel. So the article is about how YouTubers are taking over TV. So it's for people really who don't understand, who I guess aren't really our target audience, who don't necessarily watch YouTube. So just kind of explaining who we are, how we're getting about the place and what we're doing on the internet and what it's like being on the internet, because I'll be honest, it's weird being on the internet. So there's a couple of little nice quotes in for me there. This is the April edition of FHM if you're interested in buying it. Yeah, it's quite a sweet little thing. So it was a lot of fun taking part in that. The photo shoot was a lot of fun, and even better, the second part of FHM comes with an interview with Theon Greyjoy. So that was a bonus. But also, even better than that, some of us took the time to do some interviews with Games Master. Now, I don't know if you know, you may or may not know, I used to work for Games Master as a writer, so I used to do reviews and that kind of thing for them. But this time, a couple of us, including Nalzi and Riddian and myself, were interviewed by Games Master for their very special one-off edition Games Master Presents Minecraft. So what this is it's not the regular issue of Games Master, it's a big old guide to Minecraft. They do this every now and again where they will focus on like one franchise, one gaming franchise, which is actually similar to something I wrote in the past. I used to work on CVG Presents, which was exactly the same concept. So the issues I worked on were Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, there was a few others as well, GTA and Metal Gear Solid. So this is the same kind of thing, but Games Master presents the ultimate guide to Minecraft. It's actually quite a good guide. I've picked up quite a few tips in here that perhaps Duncan and Shin have failed to teach me so far. But yeah, as you can see, lovely, amazing interview with Nalzi, with myself and with Riddian on kind of our thoughts on being in playing Minecraft and being a part of the Yogscast. So that is on shelves now. It's also available on digital shelves, so if you've got an iPad or an iPhone, Android, that kind of thing, you should be able to get it up on there as well. So yeah, there's no month date on this. It literally is Games Master Presents Minecraft. So there you go, if you fancy seeing what we have to say. That's out now. Not only that, I feel like it's show and tell today. You may have noticed, or maybe not, because I'm slouching a little bit, but I'm wearing a t-shirt with my face on it. Look at that, that's so cute. So I'm so pleased to announce that I've finally had my t-shirt merchandise come through. So I've got so many t-shirts on there. I've basically been gathering designs from a bunch of very talented people, including, as you can see there, Nina Serena. So that's one of Nina's. This is another one of Nina's based on Duncan and mine's immortal portal episode where I accidentally shot a portal at the moon. As you can see, Duncan's lab crumbling in the background there. This one is done by a fan called Static McAwesome. So this is one of my favourite bits of artwork of me. I absolutely loved it, so I reached out to Static McAwesome and asked if I could use it, and he finally thankfully gave me permission to do it. So thank you so much for that, that is gorgeous. This one is done by a chap called Sins, who's also an amazing kind of artist. He's also responsible for some of the art in Yog Towers, so you would have seen in the Thief video when our thief runs his hands around the frame, that was done by Sins as well. So thank you so much for that. And finally, this one is done by the very talented Terra Verte, or Naomi as she's also called. So look at this design, it is so cute. So she did this one and she did the one that I'm wearing now, if you can see there. So I'll put links up to my shop where you can buy these for yourself. You can also get some of these as iPhone covers. I just want to say big thank you to all the artists involved in this. You guys are so talented, so thank you so much for putting these together. If you have any designs that you think would really suit my store, let me know, because I do check your fan art, guys, especially on Tumblr. I always search the Nanosounds tag and the YOGSKIM tag, and the fan art you guys do for me is absolutely amazing, and I do see it and I do try and reblog as much of it as possible. So thank you so much, everyone. But yeah, I'm so chuffed to finally have some merchandise, because everyone else has some merchandise, so it's great to finally have some of my own. So you will probably see me wearing these in a couple of videos in the future. So yeah, if you'd like to support my channel, if you'd like to support the Yogscast in general, please, and if you'd like to have my face on your chest, so to speak, then there you go, check out the link below, and yeah, let me know what you think of them. On that note, I've got a very exciting announcement to make. Nina has kindly come up with yet another design for me, and this one is based on Mandrew. So it's to do with myself and Simon, but I can't decide which one I like the most. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the vote to you guys. I want you to tell me, so I'll show you right now the 6 designs that she sent over to me. So right now on the screen, here you go, 6 designs. So I want you guys to tell me which design you would like to see on a t-shirt. So if you could let me know in the comments below, let me know on my subreddit, on Twitter, anything like that, but mostly in the comments below, which number do you want, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, or 6, or combination, whatever, and I will, you know, I'll take on board which one seems to be the most popular, and hopefully we can see that in the store soon. Moving on, we've got some conventions coming up. So, as you may or may not know, it's been announced that Yogscast will be attending this year's Rezzed, which is a sort of kind of mini Eurogamer, but more for indie games. It's going to be in Birmingham, running from March 28th to the 29th, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so what, 28th, 29th, 30th, so yeah, March 28th to 30th in Birmingham. I'll put some more details as ever on the screen now and in the blurb below. The way it's going to work is that we have different panels on each of the 3 days with different people attending each of the 3 days. I will be there on Friday with Hannah, Shin and Xylus, and also we're pretty sure Duncan will be coming as well, but we're just waiting to hear confirmation from Duncan because he needs to clear his schedule. So hopefully Duncan will be there with us as well. So it's very exciting. If there's anything you'd like to see us playing, because we're trying to decide now what to play on stage, so if there's any game you'd like to see us play or any kind of PvP mode in Minecraft you'd like to see us playing, I personally would like to play Cluster Chunk again because I had a lot of fun with that. But yeah, we're trying to figure out what to do at the moment. So not only will we be playing on stage, we'll be doing some Twitch streaming later on because there's a Twitch booth as well. So Hannah and I were thinking of doing some horror games maybe, but we're not sure. Rust has been toyed with, Hearthstone, things like that. So yeah, let us know if there's anything particularly you'd like us to see. The other convention that I will most definitely be going to is MCM Comic Con in May in London. The only problem with that is I haven't decided whether or not to go in cosplay yet. Last year I went as Elizabeth from Bioshock Infinite. This year, I don't know, I mean I'd love to go as Garrett, but as you can see that costume did not fit me properly, and it's not the most comfortable thing to go shuffling around a convention all day in an outfit clearly made for a 6-foot man. Although I did love the kind of mask and the cloak, like that was awesome. So I am wondering whether or not to go as a character who is masked and cloaked. That said as well, I've recently fallen in love with Tom Hiddleston, who is of course Loki from Thor. So I'm wondering whether or not to do some Loki cosplay in some weird kind of way. Maybe I'll go as myself, as my Minecraft character. I was also toying with the idea of going from Link. You were wearing a fire tunic. I don't know. The big problem in all of this is that I suck at making anything, so I need help making my costumes. So if you're based in the UK and you specialise in making cosplay outfits, can you make yourself known to me on Twitter or on my subreddit or here in the comments below? Because I'd like to, you know, I'd love to pick your brains over what you think maybe would suit me or what your prices are. Of course I will pay. You know, I need some help putting costumes together. If you're in America or anywhere else in the world as well, let me know. Obviously, I'm a little bit wary of that because I'd have to pay extra postage charges, but if you really think you could make me a good deal, then let me know what your work is like, because I love, honestly, you guys are so talented. I am in awe of people who make cosplay outfits, either for themselves or for other people. They are gorgeous. My outfit for Elizabeth was made by a very talented girl in America. Yeah, I was blown away by the quality of it. So I would love it if you make cosplay outfits. If you could get in touch with me, let me know. I'd love to pick your brains over what you think would be great for me and whether or not you think I could make it in time, because I have left it sort of, it's in 2 months now, which I know is, you know, sounds like a long time but isn't really when it comes to cosplay. And everyone else, if there's something you'd love to see me at, do not say Mandrew. I am not wearing the corgi onesie, so don't say Mandrew. But if you've got any ideas, let me know. I'd love to hear if there's anything you think I'd rock, you know, basically. So yeah, and if you're going to Comic-Con in May, let me know as well. I will probably be going to the Yog meet, as I have done in the last couple of years. I don't know who else from Yogscast is going. They're all pretty last minute guys, so we'll probably find out closer to the time. If there's any other convention you would like to see me at, because I can't keep track of every single convention, let me know as well. Let me know if there's anything abroad too, because you know, I love travelling, and I do quite fancy a holiday sometime soon. I do fancy the idea of going abroad somewhere soon. So if there's any conventions, any Comic-Cons, anything like that, any gaming conventions, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. I will look into it. So both in the UK or outside the UK, in America, in Europe, in Australia, in Canada, let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys as well. It's always great to hear from international audience members. So yeah, what a month. So that's so much. It's been show and tell, hasn't it, really? So there's the magazine interviews, there's the t-shirts, there's Eurogamer coming up, I've got some collabs coming up, some more stuff with Hannah. I'm also going to be doing things with Dave Chaos. We're going to play Project Zomboid, so we're going to do that soon. I've also played a bit of Rust with Xylus, so that should be going up on his channel when he edits it. And I'm also trying to think of other collaborations I could do with other Yogscast members. So again, I know I'm asking you guys for so much in this episode, but I'm keen to get a dialogue going on between us guys, because I really need your feedback. I love your feedback, and I do, like I said before, I read your comments. I do read everything you guys say. I may not reply to it because there is a lot there, but I do read everything. So if there's anyone in the Yogscast you'd love to see me collaborate with, if there's any game you think that we should do, let me know and I'll look into it. So that's it for today's vlog. I'm gonna get on with everything, but thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.